YouTube, what's happening, what it is, what it do, how is everybody doing? Blessed, I hope, I pray that everybody's out there blessed. This video right here, man, is dedicated and inspired by Red Glove Militant, also inspired and dedicated to Punch Drunk Boxing. This is the realest video I'm ever going to do. This is the realest that's going to come out of me. Let me put it like this. Red Glove Militant had a video alive, and he was building off of one of his subscribers, one of his community members, one of his supporters, one of his, one of his family members of YouTube. And in the video, go look up Red Glove Militant. In the video he's talking about, is called Support Those That Support You. And he was talking about how, he supports these channels, leaves comments on these channels, thumbs up, likes, subscribes, uses his platform to put light on other platforms. And then you do that, and he notices that some channels, they don't show support back, they don't show love back, they don't come back and show any appreciation, and how fake that is, and how synthetic and unappreciative people are. When you say people get a couple of thousand subscribers, and then they get big headed, and they get like this celebrity like mentality, this diva mentality, this holier than thou, this superior mentality. They don't come to your channel and show support. They don't leave a like, thumbs up, comment, heart. They don't do any of that. They ignore you. You know what I'm saying? They're too big for you. They don't see you. They don't acknowledge you. And he went on to talk about that. So go check that video out. One thing he touched on that I want to build on is the fact that he said the people that subscribe to his channel, he doesn't call them and consider them to be fans. Now we all know fans is, a word that's broken down from the word of fanatical. You know what I'm saying? But in the context that we use it in, or some people use it in, he doesn't like the word fan. He chooses to say that the people that support his channel are his supporters. I'm going to take it a step further, because I feel like you take a word like fanatical, break it down to fan, then you get this fanboy, and what I'm saying, you just keep making this word a derogatory word. I'm gonna put it like this. I don't have fans on my channel right now. I got 762 heroes on my channel. Y'all on my channel are my heroes. Y'all not my fans, or even my supporters. Y'all my heroes. You know what I'm saying? Red Glove Militant, you are a lifesaver. You are one of my heroes. You have literally saved my life and the life of people around me. That's the way the world works. Don't people understand the everybody's connected. The law, the separation of 6 degrees or 5. I can't express this. I do this YouTube. It's not easy for me to do this YouTube. I'm introverted. I internalize my thoughts. I'm chosen to do this YouTube thing like Moses, where God said, I want you to, when God revealed himself to Moses in the fire, and gave him a mission. And Moses said, I'm not the man for this job. I'm not articulate. Go have my brother do it. He has the gift of gab. He's charismatic. People follow him. God said, no, this is your mission. The same thing for me. I'm in a position to do a mission that I'm chosen to do against my real true nature. And we know Moses did not make it to the promised land. We know that the people that were enslaved, once they got their freedom, as soon as things got hard and they had to do things a different way, half of them turned against. They rather went back to being, they said they were better off being in captivity. Soon as Moses went to go talk to God, the people start to build false idols and do false sacrifices and, practicing ways that was against God. It's just like the world. It's just like people. That's just like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the position that I'm in. Now, nocturnal thoughts. RedbGlove militant. How did you save my life? How did you save lives of people around me? Because, first of all, you never know what people go through. I'm not like this violent person, but sometimes in the mind, you can feel very aggressive, very homicidal, very suicidal, or depressed, or just anger, the weight of the world on your shoulders. And the day, I'll put it like this, to be specific, the day that I remember waking up, grabbing my phone, clicking on YouTube, and looking at a shout out from RedbGlove Militant, and people subscribing to the channel and saying, RedbGlove sent me here. That resonated. You know what I'm saying? That resonated. That was real. Because I know we look at each other through this black mirror, we don't even see each other as three-dimensional people. You just see the front of me. You're not even seeing me in my three-dimensional form, not to mention my essence. But I'm going to tell you, you don't know what I could have been going through having a long, rough night. I don't know what. See, stuff like that. The stuff you go through on a day-to-day basis, the way your mind goes, you know what I'm saying? This video could be 2 hours long. Shouts out to RedbGlove Militant. Look, I'm not gonna make this video 2 hours long. But I'm gonna try to hit this home. Jada.
I hear you.
Go see what them dogs doing.
They're doing nothing.
All right. Close that door. Thank you, boo. See? Look at that. I'm just a human being like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Wife, kids, family, pet, job, stress, life, You know what I'm saying? We go through real life, and everything we do affects everybody around us and everybody around them. And the vibrations that we send out, negative or positive, what kind of energy do you permeate off of you? What kind of energy is your soul taking in, and what kind of energy are you, you know what I'm saying, in that karma? What kind of energy, what kind of flow are you tapped into? You know what I'm saying? Where are you putting your energy, and where are you receiving your energy from? What is your frequency? What is your vibration? Because the day, you know what I'm saying, Red Glove was a godsend. Red Glove Militant Aries Zodiac was a godsend moment where my vibration was low. And when my vibration is low, it's dangerous for people. You know what I'm saying? People are already gonna look at me and be like, man, that dude is, you know, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna say, you ex-convict, you a criminal, you a predator, you a super predator. They automatically think that you are, you know, a mean person. You know what I'm saying? Screwed up face. Your face always looks screwed up. People just automatically assume that, you know what I'm saying, you do harm to them. Sometimes that's what it is. Like some days you might want to kick your dog. My dogs love me. Some days my dogs don't like me. My dogs love me. You know what I'm saying? I love my dogs. But sometimes you want to come home and kick the shit out your dog. One of them days, one of them nights. I work a 12-hour night shift. A 12-hour night shift. Come home. Some days you want to kick your dog when they're getting on your nerves. Some days you want to yell at your daughter, your kids. Some days you want to ignore your wife. You don't feel like talking or listening. Some days you want to go be hard on your son about what he's doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Your mood, your energy affects that. Some day, I'm saying me, I'm saying you, but I'm really saying me. Some days I want to come home and kick my dog. Some days I want to come home and snap on my daughter. Some days I want to come home and be ice cold to my wife. Some days I want to come home and, you know, y'all see me with my axe chopping wood. Some days I could take that axe and literally plant it in the forehead of my neighbor because he likes to call the cops on me and play the race card. You know what I'm saying? And you never know. God works in mysterious ways. You pick up your phone, you got outlets. I got out. YouTube is like where I plug in. Shouts out to Trey Entertainment, Trey King's Killertainment. You know what I'm saying? His outlet is his plug-in. I'm taking that from him and I'm messing it up. I'm not doing it justice. But my outlet is the plug. You know what I'm saying? I plug into YouTube. My outlet is the gym. My outlet is other things that I do. But I get up, plug into YouTube, and got all kinds of high vibrations and respect and salutes and, you know what I'm saying, from Red Glove Militant. I had never even really heard of him. And he was a godsend. He was like, man, this dude is real. Check him out. Go subscribe to his channel. I really like his message. And that shit resonated with my vibration, with my essence, with my soul, with my energy. I said, man, that was on time. The next day you can look on through my app, you can see the next day I'm with my daughter, with my dogs at a park on a sunshiny day. And it was like the light at the end of the tunnel. I was going through a tunnel, came out with the light. I made this video. I go back and look at that video myself when I just said, hey, shout out to Aries Zodiac and shout out to Red Glove Militant. Salute. Salute. You know what I'm saying? And show you how, look at this sun on me. Look at the sun. Look at the Most High shining down on me, shining down on my daughter, shining down on my dogs. And then you don't be ice cold. I got a warm soul. So instead of me being ice cold to my wife, I gave my wife all kinds of attention. All kinds of attention. Instead of me being hard on my son, I gave my son pats on his back and compliments and, telling him the things that I'm proud of him doing and accomplishing. Shouts out to my son. Wow. And instead of taking that axe and busting my neighbor upside the head with it, I went out there and did some work, chopping down some trees and getting my workout on and making a video showing y'all how to do some exercises during this coronavirus. That day, I was harmful to myself. Sometimes I can be harmful. I can be my own worst enemy. Not that I'm just walking around here all depressed every day, all day, but life is life. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is one day for you to turn in on yourself and create havoc. So all it takes is just a little bit for somebody just to change the whole vibration of your mentality. Red Glove Militant saved my life. Just in just that 1 second. Like he came and rescued me, or I was just going through a deep depression. I could have been having a great day and just all of a sudden hit a low. And then all of a sudden he come and hit a high. And you don't know how that just vibrated through all the people and things around me. And that's how life is with everybody, every day, all day. This is not no big life-changing situation where just, he just saved my life. No, we are all responsible for saving each other lives every day. Like I say, everybody that's subscribed to my channel, y'all are my heroes. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, y'all have all played a part in saving my life on a daily basis. I know y'all say, it's just YouTube. I'm talking about life. YouTube is a hobby. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about your energy. Where do you vibrate your energy? What are you putting out in the world? What are you receiving from the world? In your day to day, like I saved. How many lives did I affect just on my commute from home? I drove on a highway for an hour. How many cars did I pass? Hundreds, if not thousands. And me doing things the right way in traffic affected all of them and all of their families and everybody that they know. Because I drove home in a way that everybody got home safe from who I was around. If I was driving reckless and speeding and cutting people off, one accident would have affected hundreds of people. Like that. We have to start to change and do better and vibrate on a higher frequency and be careful with the words that we use. Be careful with the energy that we put out there. Somebody show you support, show them support. Somebody show you love, show them love. Because they saving something. They say you saving my life and you saving the lives of people around me that I care about. And it continues to vibrate infinitely. And I just gotta touch on that, bro. Pause. I gotta be real on that. 100% real on that. You saved a lot. You save lives on a daily basis. Maybe indirectly or directly. You know what I'm saying? What you do affects everybody. Because we all connected. So respect it. And I'm gonna make this video as long as it gotta be because it's real. Period. You know what I'm saying? So Punsh Drunk. I gotta say this, and I gotta say something about like the mentality behind how we even are addressing things that we don't like. I don't even want to use the word hate in my vocabulary anymore. I don't want to put out that energy. I don't even want to put out the energy of things I don't like anymore. I have to vibrate myself on a higher frequency. We all have to do better. When we talking about boxing, we're talking about Punch Drunk boxing. Who out there knows and loves and supports and respects Punch Drunk boxing? If you don't, who out there loves and supports some LDBC members? You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment if you respect the LDBC or don't respect the LDBC. Leave me a comment. If you respect a Punch Drunk, if you respect or know Showbiz the Adult, Famous AAA, Boxing Ego, Fanon International, the Relay, Boxing Bros, You know what I'm saying? We talking about boxing, talking about sports. He knows his sports. Aries Zodiac, Red Glove Militant. The list goes on and on and on. Now, Punch Drunk. He lost somebody that was close to him. I was listening to his live last night. This is how the world connected. God works in mysterious ways. Look at this. The last video I did, I had Big Pun playing. The song I put on there, because I do a different intro song on most of my videos, because whatever I'm feeling that day, whatever I'm listening to that day that vibrates me high, I just try to share it a little bit. I don't care about the whole copyright situation when YouTube don't know nothing about it, don't care about it. But if it's a vibration that I hear a song and it makes me feel a certain way and it hits my soul, I put it on my intro purposely. So I don't care if it's consistently different. I want it to be different. Because I want y'all to feel how I feel the minute I put it out there. When I put that Big Pun, I'm telling you, I was almost in a tear listening to that song. That dude died years ago. But I remember when he died, how that affected me when that song came out, how me and my brother talked about it, because he was like, man, I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. I got obesity. My little brother, my older brother, both deal with obesity. I got family members all through my family that deal with all kind of health problems. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like a health nut, because it runs in my family to have that situation where you're dealing with obesity. So when Big Pun died and that song came out, it always made me feel a certain way, because that song just felt so happy. He sounded so happy in that song, and he died with his heart exploding. His heart exploded in his chest. And I was listening to that Big Pun, and I'm listening to Punch Drunk, and it just made me think, because my little playlist on my songs, 90 songs, almost everybody I listen to, baby, close your door. Almost everybody, half the people that I listen to on the music, all of them passed away. Tupac is dead. Notorious Big is dead. Big Punisher is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the rappers that I be listening to, Old Dirty Bastard is gone. Then I started thinking about the movies I watch. When I grew up, all the movies I watched growing up, half the actors and half the movies I watched is gone now. You watch Friday. I remember it was this one summer where everybody watched Friday with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker 3-4 times a day, every day on the summertime. 6 people from that movie is gone. Pops, Zeus, Bernie Mac, the chick that played, Janet Jackson, the white kid from part 2, the skateboard kid, I forget his name. You know what I'm saying? From all the John Singleton is gone. Growing up watching Boys in the Hood, John Singleton is gone. It's like all the movies, all your people that you grew up watching, half of them faded away, passing away. Kobe Bryant just passed away. Leon Spinks just passed away. How many boxers have passed away? Growing up watching Muhammad Ali is gone. So we come out hating on these boxers. Like, I can't imagine this when you just can tear down these boxers, and you love boxing, and you love the sport of boxing, but you would tear down this boxer. I'm talking about these junkies. You want to tear down Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, our Adrian Broner, our Canelo, our Jamar Charlo, our Jamel Charlo, our Errol Spence, our Terrence Bud Crawford. I mean, you want to tear these dudes down, any one of them could be gone tomorrow. So because you don't like this dude, you want to call him a duck and say he a coward. You can't stand Mayweather. But the day Mayweather passed away, all of a sudden, the whole waterworks. Don't want to give nobody their respect and their flowers, and they just do while they're here to appreciate it. Give them their flowers while they can smell it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give nobody no credit for nothing while they're here. Punch Drunk Boxing. This is what I'm saying. Like, people, I don't understand how you can hate something so much and not appreciate the fact that it exists amongst you. It's here. You know what I'm saying? and it matters. Punch Drunk lost his friend. His name's Kalua, and he had cancer, passed away of cancer. And I'm listening to that live, and I'm like, man, this is just real because look, I ain't gonna tell you how many funerals I went to in the last 2 years. I can't even keep count. I cannot even keep count of how many funerals I've been to in the last 2 years on both hands, take off my boots, use my toes. I cannot count the amount of funerals. I mean, I got all kind of just he lost his friend Kalua to cancer. And I'm telling you, Punch Drunk, what you do saves lives on a daily basis. It uplifts and it matters. Last weekend, hard weekend for me. My wife was sick. Usually on Saturdays, I get up, fix her breakfast. She get up, clean the whole house. She was sick, so I had to clean the whole house. Laundry, dishes, vacuum, mop, everything. Put on my earplugs, my headphones, turned on Punch Drunk Live, and he was doing this a whole bit on the dudes from In Living Color. Hated it, and loved it. 2 snaps and a kiss. Who didn't watch that live that Punch Drunk did last weekend? It was on a Saturday I listened to it. It might have been a playback, but I think it was live. Man, it was live when I listened to it. Jada, go close your door, please. And I listened to that the whole time I'm cleaning up with a smile on my face. And every time he would play that Puncho, I'm like, every time he played that, I just was in a good mood. Vibrations was on out the frequency box. And I'm cleaning in my, when somebody that you love is sick, you already on a low frequency. Not to mention, I got to take on all the chores. I got to do all the extra stuff. Listening to Punch Drunk that day helped me make it through my day. That's why I'm going to salute. You know what I'm saying? Just leave a comment and be like, man, salute to the live. And I ain't going to never go back on that. So if he say something I don't disagree, or if he say some content that I don't agree with, I'm not going to all of a sudden turn and start to throw knives at Punch Drunk. Because Punch Drunk, what if something happened to somebody he loved? How am I going to feel about all the negative things I said about him when somebody he loves pass away or something bad happens to him? And I'm sitting here hating this man because he's talking about a boxer in a way that I don't agree with? That's crazy to me. Like, this dude, this new guy, I give everybody their fair shake. I try to. This New Media USA. He had a little community post he put up, and he had his sweatshirt trying to come out with his own brand, clothing brand. And I don't know if you know me, new news media, boxing news media. I don't know if you know me. We almost got the same. I mean, you a little bit older than me, but you big, swole, and you wear your wife beater all the time. You do a bunch of stuff on Deontay Wilder. To each his own. Whatever works for you is cool. But it's like he came out with this little community post, and he had the sweatshirt, and it was like LDBC killer, like a hashtag. And he asked, thumbs up or thumbs down, what do you think about this sweater? And I can't never knock nobody for being entrepreneurial and trying to come out with it, but I had to thumbs down it because that means something. And I know what you're saying. It's like you killing a narrative because you disagree with the whole Deontay Wilder and the glove gate and, the tribalism and this, the whole LDBC situation that's going on right now. I understand that that's your message, but that's not how it's going to be taken. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I mean, that could be taken literal. LDBC killer. Now, Fanon, Blue Bloods, and Boxing Ego, and Dante's Boxing Nation, and Barbershop Conversations. Any one of those brothers, in the next week, something can happen. I mean, I just don't understand how I could not wear a shirt that said LDBC killer no matter what I know the context of it, but a blue blood, say he goes out of his house and he goes and tries to help somebody save their life, something happened to them, and then something happened to him, he get shot or he get in a bad car accident or natural disaster. But if he dies the next day, not to put that on, I don't even want to put that energy out there, but I got to make this example. How many subscribers do we have? I don't even know, but let's just say 50,000. Let's say 30,000. He got 30,000 subscribers. You're talking about 6 degrees of separation. So his 30,000 people, 60,000, it just keep going and going. So he affecting millions of people every day. When he passes away, how is that going to affect just his family, his immediate family? How is that going? If he passes away from a tragic accident, how is that going to affect his kids? This man got kids, wife, family, friends, cousins, everybody around him, and how it vibrates out. That one person affecting thousands of thousands of thousands of lives every day. Okay, because he's choosing to roll with this Deontay Wilder narrative of the glove gate, and he's comparing him to Muhammad Ali. Okay, if you want to be contrary to that, be contrary to that. But LDBC killer, how would you feel? I know some people just real callous and they ain't gonna feel nothing. You know, barbershop conversations, something could happen to him, and I'm pretty sure some people gonna have something like, well, I'm glad he gone. You know, he talked about Terrence Bud Crawford a certain way, or he talked about Canelo a certain way. It's gonna be some people that's just trying to be that callous and that cold hearted. But I'm talking about the people that I'm trying to talk to, the vibration I'm trying to put out there. We can do better. You could just put LDBC narrative killer. You know what I'm saying? That'll just, at least you put in the context that you're not wishing death on nobody, whether you're doing it, you know what I'm saying, directly or indirectly, but you're not even putting that energy out there. We can all do better, even though we disagree on some boxing conversation. It's boxing. If we all could disagree, I watch all these lives, I watch these debates, and people trying to debate just a boxing style versus a boxing style. Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. And you talking about, you know what I'm saying, southpaw versus a switch hitter versus a 140 versus, you know what I'm saying, his resume versus his resume. And that conversation turns into, this person is a bitch. This person mom is this and this. This person ain't this and that. How does that turn in? How do you go from talking about a boxing conversation between Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders, or Gervonta Tank Davis versus, you know what I'm saying, Leo Santa Cruz, or how does that turn into all of a sudden you talking about, you know what I'm saying, F you this and you a bitch this and blah, 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 blah. How does it go into that? What frequency are we vibe? You know what I'm saying? We love this sport, but what service are we doing to the sport? If we are a reflection of the sport and the sport is dying, it's because of us. Because when I look at a boxer, I'm not a fan of the boxer. I'm the hero to the boxer. We support the boxer. I'm not a fan of the boxer. I'm a fan of the person that affects my life day to day directly. If I go to Walmart, I'm a fan of the person that's checking my items in and putting my items into the bag. Because what if I go to Walmart to go buy some damn toothpaste and the person that's working at Walmart is in a bad mood and decides to pull out a pistol and start blasting people? What if the person at McDonald's, I pull up in the drive-thru to get my baby a damn Big Mac that's already poisoned? What if the person at McDonald's got a bad day and they decide to spit on my kid's burger? When I come up to McDonald's, I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? Hey, what's up, man? Y'all working hard, man? What's up, boss? What's up? How y'all doing, man? How y'all feeling? I'm being nice because you are my hero, because you working somewhere that's feeding my daughter for today. Even though I should be at home cooking for her, but today I'm not. I'm tired. I'm going to McDonald's, and I'm hoping you at McDonald's is in a good enough mood to make something that's going to at least not kill my baby. I love you for that. I appreciate you for that. I'm a fan of you for that. You my hero. You saved my baby life today by making her the sandwich and you didn't spit in it. You know what I'm saying? You my hero when I go to the store. Nurses, doctors, teachers, everybody I come in contact with on a daily basis. Those are the people I'm a fan of. That's who my family. I'm a fan of my son. I'm a fan of my wife. I'm a fan of my daughter. Those people save me and keep my dogs. I'm a fan of my dogs. My dogs keep me alive and keep me motivated to live and to grind and to hustle. Talking about boxing is a hobby. And there's a way we can do this that's not so visceral and it's more intellectual and we can raise the game up. We didn't got to tear each other down on YouTube. We ain't got to tear down Showbiz the adult. We ain't got to tear down the LDBC. Because many times listening to Fanon when he was doing his thing with Blood Sports, it would be Saturday mornings. I would wake up cooking breakfast, listening to Fanon. Now because I don't agree with Fanon because he, you know what I'm saying, said some things about Teofimo Lopez that I didn't like, or he said some things about Deontay Wilder that I didn't agree with. Now all of a sudden I'm going to start shooting daggers at him and trying to, you know what I'm saying, tear this man down. And he got a wife and kids too. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I don't agree with you. You got to rise. We got to do better. We got to do better. It matters, man. That shit matters. Just like he knows the sports. Like I said, I don't agree with his approach. But he knows his sports. Listening to his channel probably got me through a whole summer one time. Just because it was so his entertainment and it was just every day he was coming out boom, 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 boom. And I would just click on his little videos and got me through a whole summer one time. And he was one of the first people to shout me out. In his own way, he shouted me out. And I'm going to salute that. So I'm not going to turn my back and be like, now all of a sudden I'm going to start trying to tear this brother down. That's my brother. I don't agree with his method right now. I don't understand it. But I respect him. And I know that he's responsible for me even still being here on a certain level. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? He's reached out to me. I reached out to him. RedbGlove Militant, Aries Zodiac. I remember one time Fanon was breaking down on the YouTube channel, was almost in tears talking about how his father catpawed him. You know what I'm saying? So I reached out to him. Man, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? He never reached back out to me. Maybe he too big to see. But still, the way I'm saying, you put that energy out. Hey, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Marios Barrios. What y'all think about Devin Haney fighting Lomachenko? That's my topic for my next conversation. I'm out. Peace.